All right, everybody, welcome back to another Wonderlands video, and today we have a little bit of a special one here, as we're going to be going over another spell showcase, and what we're going to be talking about is the Buffmeister. So there's a pretty cool synergy going on, but first we're just going to be talking about it normally, right? Basically, it's simple. You cast the spell, you get just a flat-out buff to all of your damage, whatever the spell is. For instance, this one's corrosive. We're going to get an or poison buff, right? Increases direct damage dealt by 155. Supplies to all your sources, companion damage included. Now, normally, this spell is pretty cool. It's pretty damn good, right? We have it set up, just chilling. So what I'm saying is, so for instance, we have it normally. We just throw our companions down. You see how they do just the shock and the dark magic. We pop our Buffmeister, and now you're going to see that they're all going to start adding corrosive dots to everything. See? You see the dots everywhere. Now, they're doing really decent damage, don't get me wrong, really good. However, we can take this to an entirely different level with one simple motion. All we got to do is you got to make sure you're spec'd into a spell shot so you can unlock the Ambidextrous ability or action skill, whatever. You got to have 2 spells, and only the spell shot can do that. Cool? So, what you do is that you take some sort of high damaging spell. Once you have, your Buffmeister, you're on Ambidextrous, you're going to put your high damaging spell on the left. Put your Buffmeister on the right. Now, generally, why this is going to work is because on the right, this is only accessed because of the Ambidextrous skill. So, what actually winds up happening is our damage gets dipped and pulled from there. And as you can see now, look at all of the dots. Just literally over 2,400 versus what we were seeing, like, what, initially, like, 500. Yeah, like, come on, dude. Like, what? Pop the Buffmeister. You just see all the corrosive dots. 1,500 right there. Oh, dude, I wasn't even paying attention to our fire mote guy. That's my fault. All right, so I'm going to switch it back. And this time I'm going to, like, pause it and actually show you all the numbers. So, this is what it is normally, right? You're going to notice that it's still powerful. But it's not nearly like the dots aren't. You see how the dots right now are okay? Well, that one hit higher, but you get my point. Okay, so you see how some of these dots are. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but they're not the most insane, right? A lot of the dots here, they're in the triple digits. You got a 505, you got a 320, you got a 521. This looks like just to be a 91, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it back over to putting the Buffmeister in the Ambidextrous slot. And we're going to have our higher damaging spell go on the left slot, right? And that is going to ramp up our damage significantly, right? So now, let me go ahead, pause. Don't hurt me. Switch it over. Once again, ramming Buffmeister is in the right slot. Let me go ahead and get my cooldowns back real quick. All right, so now we have that. We're going to cast up our spells, throw down our companions, and let the dots roll in. So now we're going to go into photo mode again. And as you can see now, we have a 2200 dot, another 2200 dot, literally the exact same. That's how much they're ticking for. We have one in the 1300s here. So you're seeing how by just simply putting it in there, we're getting like over like what 500% more damage just by simply putting it in the right slot. Yeah, that's a little bit insane, don't you think? Might be just a little bit on the insane side, nothing too crazy. Yeah, totally, dude. What is this spell? All right, so now I'm gonna flip it back over to normally, and I'm just gonna use my gun as a test instead of like trying to look at the companion dots. Okay, so normal with the normal Buffmeister, right? We go ahead, proc our spell. Let's just shoot. There we go. Let's just shoot this guy right here. Boom. Okay, so you're seeing our dots. Now, obviously, our gun, we're not expecting a gun damage or anything, so the numbers are going to be a little bit lower naturally. But you're seeing, just like 187, 145, 116, nothing too crazy. So now we're going to obviously go into our inventory, and we're going to swap it over. So now we have it in the crazy buff. Oh, get on my face, kid. And then now we're going to wait for our buff to come back, and then we're going to, do it, show y'all what it looks like with our gun, right? Now, we're not expecting any gun damage, so keep that in mind. So now we shoot this and just pelt this guy in the face for a little bit. Photo mode it out. Hello, photo mode. No photo mode. All right, there we go. Bing. And then, yeah, you're seeing even our gun is hitting for like 447, 440, 447, 452. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable increase. Very strong, right? Dude, I'm literally shooting him for almost 1,000, and I'm expecting no gun damage. And this is a freaking shock fury or weapon. There's no reason for me to be doing that. With the Buffmeister should not allow me to do that much damage. That's actually absurdly insane, dude. What the actual hell? Alright, so we're going to be fighting Nightmare here, which is actually perfect, dude, because obviously our Buffmeister gives us, it's corrosive. All of our insane dots are going to be corrosive. Did you really think that the Nightmare stood a chance, dude? No, I didn't think either, dude. Hold on, let me just, wow. Well, damn, dude. Let me at least cast my Buffmeister because I want to see these insane ticks on this boss, dude. There we go. Cast this, and let's see these ticks, dude. 1300, 1300. Jeez. He's getting cooked because you gotta understand, dude. The ward resists your corrosive damage. You gotta understand this buffs like all of your sources. It gives you that whatever element the Buffmeister drops in. It gives you that across the board. Your companion, your dots, your gun, everything, everywhere. So like in theory, if I was on a Spore Warden, like if I was like a spell shot that multi-class into a Spore Warden, you could get even enhance this with the enhance your poison damage even more. You'd be destroying everything. Everything. I know some people are going to be asking me where I got the Buffmeister from. Look, I got it to drop literally just from the Chaos Chamber. So that's where I've gotten all my legendaries, all my good loot has been from Chaos Chambers. I just keep running it back over and over again. And yeah, bottom line is, if you have a Buffmaster, you should totally at least try it out with an Ambidextrous spell shot. You can multi-class into that. And yeah, put it in the right slot, put a high damaging spell on the left, and just watch everything you do. Do way more damage. Other than that, though, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. My name's Kree. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.